Hey, I'm just sitting here. I just got off my computer, and every single headline is about Caitlin Clark.
Okay, here we go. Let's get this thing started. This is the place where I get to say what I want, the way I want, and how I want. And there's nobody here to take the conversation to the right or to the left. Why? Because it's all on me. This is Express Yourself. And I'm Nate Patterson.
Let's start here. Caitlin Clark fans are the ones that are driving this fire. And they're not alone. They're in allies or allied with, I guess, I can't say corporate America, but the corporations that are behind Caitlin Clark that see a golden goose, and we'll get to that later on. They see a golden goose and trying to capitalize on it, and they're throwing all this money in, and they want to return. So what do they do when they advertise a new product, right? They throw it in your face constantly, over and over and over again until it becomes embedded in your brain. I mean, that's a strategy that has been used for years in marketing. And there's no difference here. You can't go nowhere without seeing or reading something about Caitlin Clark. And 9 times out of 10, which is the topic of this discussion, they're berating, slandering, insulting the rest of the women in the WNBA, in particularly the black lesbians. Okay, now the WNBA is 3-tiered from what I understand. You got the blacks, you got the white girls, the black girls, and then you got the black lesbians, right? Well, there's no mention about the white players being jealous and petty, okay, against Caitlin Clark. All the inference is on the black basketball players and the black lesbian basketball players. Like, this is something new.
Then we come to LeBron Buck Dancing James, LBJ. And then LeBron James gets on the internet and he basically tells the black women of the WNBA to chill out and relax. Caitlin Clark is the reason you guys are getting all this new attention. She's the reason that you guys are making more money. She's the reason attendance has picked up. She's the reason you guys are getting chartered flights. Well, guess what? I disagree with you, LeBron James. I disagree with you. And let me tell you why. Have you noticed, LeBron James, Charles Barkley, Shannon Sharp, that because of Angel Reese, the Chicago Sky tickets have quadrupled in sale, that the stadium has quadrupled in attendance? Why is nobody talking about the Angel Reese effect? So you're telling me people are going to watch Angel Reese? Although Caitlin Clark does not play in Chicago, people are going to watch Angel Reese because Caitlin Clark is in the WNBA? That's not true. They're watching Angel Reese for Angel Reese. Last time I checked, Angel Reese beat the University of Iowa for the national championship 2 years ago.
You know, the line has been drawn. The sides have been populated. On one side, you have white America that has a great white hope. Yeah, I'm going to talk along these lines. So put your man pants on, or put your woman dress on and deal with it. This is a conversation, okay? You know, you got Caitlin Clark's fans. You know, they're a little diverse. And what's upsetting me is the amount of Negroes I see parroting everything those racist white fans say about the black players in the WNBA. The terminology is just degrading, petty, jealous, thug, criminal. You understand? I mean, does anybody understand that they built the WNBA? I mean, have we forgotten that? So I saw a video, Caitlin Clark's, Angel Reese's mom, because they're just demoralizing Angel Reese. You know what I mean? She's just being drugged through the gutter by these fans. I mean, I see the headlines. You know who they are. I know I'm getting off topic, but I'm trying to get into my groove. You know who they are, Caitlin Clark fans, and they're a bunch of white boys. Okay? They're a bunch of white boys, jocks. You know what I mean? They themselves see an opportunity to get likes. And then they go in. They don't wash their mouth. They're not careless. They're not using tact. You know what I mean? They're calling these women criminals, thugs, black, this, that, and the other, referring to ghetto terminology and all this other stuff, you know, in their headlines and all this stuff. You know what I mean? We be hating and all, you know what I mean? And then they say it's not about race. I mean, a clown couldn't make this up. You know? So all this reflects back on Caitlin Clark, because she's not, as far as I know, participating in any of this garbage, but she is willing and doing and receiving the benefits of every last bit of it. She could easily put this shit to the rest and tell everybody shut the fuck up and let her play ball. You know what I mean? She could easily do that, but she's not. Why? It's because it's all about the bottom line. So that line I was talking about a minute ago, on that side you got those Caitlin Clark fans. They, you know, you got a few Negroes in there that sound just as silly as I don't know what. And because they're named Negroes, Charles Barkley, Shaq, Stephen A., that idiot, even Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? Magic stayed neutral, which these idiots I just named should have. You know what I mean? Because whether or not that's their disposition, that's their side that they're taking, and I don't think it is. I think it's all a part of the program. But that's the side that they're taking, man. Why did they got to use the same language that the white people are using against the black girls in the WNBA?
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you are 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.
So fuck LeBron. Fuck Charles Barkley. Fuck, what's his name, Roland Martin, with his pompous ass. Roland Martin, I know you're never going to see this video, but if by chance you do, nigga, you lost me. You're not the smartest man in the room all the time, bruh. Anyways, but those Negroes there, man, I mean, they're using the same words against these women in the WNBA that the jocks are using. The racist jocks. You understand? So someone asked a question, and I like this question, so I'm going to pose it to you. I think it was Angel Reese's mom, because after she got done ranting about, you know, what are these WNBA players supposed to do? Bow down to Caitlin Clark? They've already admitted everything that they feel. They said they're a little jealous, right? What else do they have to do? You know what I mean? Because you're dragging them through the mud at every chance just for your ratings. You know what I mean? You're not really trying to have any conversation. The ratings, the headlines on some of these shows, man, are just ridiculous. And they'll get your attention because it's laced with race trigger words, if I can say that. I don't know. But anyways, you know what I mean? So, on the other side of that line, right, you have white WNBA players who are silent. I've noticed that. I haven't heard any one of them speak out except for Diana Taurasi. That's my girl. I've followed her career since UConn, right? And she told y'all what was going to happen. She's telling y'all the truth, and you're dragging her through the mud. The girl didn't make the Olympic team. Like she already had a spot. I mean, the headlines on all these videos that are out there went from she's being snubbed to she's being kicked off the team. She was never on the team. She was never on the team. The coach from UConn said, you guys are setting her up for failure, and you are. And I said in my own video, right, that you're putting a lot of pressure on her. You're writing a lot of checks that she has to cash. And guess what? She's finding a hard time cashing checks. She's looking for check cashing stores around in the hood, right? Because it's competition. I don't know what that got lost in the mix. It's competition on the court. Nobody's going to come in and let Caitlin Clark do anything unless she can do it. And she had every opportunity to do what she thought that she could do. For the entire game, the minutes that she played, she could have did it. But what happened? Defense. Defense. These girls are in competition. You're not going to come, okay, let me say it like this. They're saying, this is our house. We built this shit. You could come play, but you're not going to come in and automatically be the queen. That's something, young lady, you have to earn. And to earn that, you have to go through us. You see how that works? Do you see how that worked? So when she came into the league, her fans, just like the coach from UConn said, insulted the whole WNBA because they said she's going to go in there and light it on fire. Tear it down. Rule it. She's going to just be raining threes like Steph Curry. They were already comparing her to Michael Jordan. But what happened? She flopped. She met a brick wall. What she met was all those angry girls, and yes, they're angry at the jargon, at the slander, everything you people are saying about them. They're taking it out on your player, Caitlin Clark. So this is another way you're making it hard for her, right? Because the last word is going to be decided on the court, not from your bullshit show, not from all these flattering comments about Caitlin Clark and all this false rage about the issues that she's facing being blown out of proportion by you racist idiots. Yeah, I said that. Call a spade a spade. I'm not the one. I don't turn cheeks. I'm raw. Express yourself. Google that on Facebook if you want my history. I have no problem telling you about yourself. I'm just being nice right now. Okay? But anyways, you know, all the bullshit that comes out of your shows, they see it. And Caitlin pays for it. And she is flopped. Yeah, she can shoot a three-pointer. That's not going to go anywhere, but it's few and far in between because there's some aggressive defense that she's not used to. They're playing her close. Yeah, they're double-teaming her. Why not? They double-team Steph and everybody else. Why should she be immune to double teams? If I were coaching, I'd have a plan for her. She wouldn't see daylight until she walked out the building. because of the way she shoots. Now, you see, most of the players in the WNBA are well-rounded. They're well-rounded players. They have a full game. You know, you have others, right, that, you know, are strong in some areas and weak in the next. You guys, what you saw about your star prodigy, Caitland, is her game get exposed. See, you didn't look at none of this while she was in college running around raining threes. You just looked at all the threes and how far she shot the ball, and your eyes was like stars, and oh my God. You know what I mean? Even people that played the game did that. I don't understand why. I played the game, so that'll never happen to me. I know the mechanics of the game, so that'll never happen to me. But it happened to a lot of people. You know? So when she came into the WNBA, right, what did we start seeing? She has no handle. Okay? They've taken the ball from her on the regular. She's been stripped so many times, it's crazy. A point guard being stripped? She's been stripped. I mean, I'm going to put together a compilation because they don't never show this stuff. They only show it when there's an incident behind it. But she's been stripped left and right. Right? Every time she's stripped, she gives up. She does not chase the ball down to try to get it back. She gives up, throw her hands up, and start trying to the ref. Every time. You'll see other players come from behind her and try to chase down the ball. She gives up. You don't have to believe me. What you can do is go look at the tapes your damn self and get woke up. Defense, non-existent. She don't have any defense. They blow by her like the tortoise in the hare. She gives up. Once they get past her, she gives up. You know what I mean? She gets a couple of lucky defensive breaks and a block here or there, and I call it happenstance. She just happens to be in the right place. But straight up playing 1 versus 1, one-on-one, you know what I mean? That player, whoever is the offensive player, is going to score. Because Caitlin Clark has no defense. She has a very nasty mouth. Okay? She's about that life in that sense, talking shit. Trash talk. And I love that about anybody on the court. Because when we played, we talked mega shit. And that just, you know, heightened the game, more intensity. You understand? Then the NBA tried to take trash talk. The NBA tried to take trash talk out of the game. How are you going to do that? That's the emotion that's in the game. That's the emotion that gets me going and it makes me play harder. And you're going to like find me because I'm talking shit to this nigga and he talking shit back to me? We you know what I mean? It's part of the game. So she can do that. But just like this one announcer said, she ain't built for what comes back because this ain't college. This is not college, young lady. These are grown-ass women. Fuck around and find out. Because you came close 3 times that I saw. I don't know what else happened or transpired in WNBA, but I saw 3 times you came close to finding out. And all those fans over there would have probably started a riot. You know? Yeah, Kennedy Carter. She was about ready to wake your ass up. Period. You snuck a bow in there. Talk shit after it. Thinking because you're Caitlin Clark, there ain't going to be no backlash. No. 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 And speaking of that, I'm having a hard time downloading this video. But I came across a video of Caitlin Clark doing the same damn thing that Kennedy Carter did to her to another player. Pushed her once, walked up, and pushed her down again. You know what I mean? With like that. You know what I mean? Like they're getting ready to fight. She's called for technical on that. But you guys act like she don't do stuff like that. But anyways, you know, so what do you guys expect for these females in the WNBA to do? They get paid to compete. You understand? They don't get paid to sit back and let the superstar players score points like people do in the NBA. Oh man, that's nice. That was nice, dog. It seems like what they be saying, because they just be standing there watching them. At least put a hand up. Speaking of which, every time you get aggressive with Caitlin Clark and put a hand up, you know, just keep a hand in her face and she's swiping for that ball. She can't hit one 3-pointer. The only time she hits a 3-pointer is when she got space, which makes sense, right? That's why you got the aggressive defense and the double teams. You know, for the idiot that said, why are they double teaming her so much? So she doesn't score points, period. I think that wasn't hard, was it? But anyways, I could go on, man. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm just so freaking tired of this Caitlin Clark shit. She's got to pay her dues and get past those women that keep angered in the WNBA. Yeah, she has a fucking target on her back. You put it there. You put it there. You know what I mean? Had you guys not did and said the shit that y'all did, she could probably be enjoying a nice rookie start in the NBA without all that attention on her. But because you people went through the roof with it and insulted the very people she has to play against, I'm Nate Patterson. Peace.